So what are the next steps in terms of a planning application? So talk me through sort of the process, what happens next?
Where we are at the moment is that we have consulted with all the statutory authorities, and I think we are now in a position to perhaps confidently say that we have all positive feedback from the statutory authorities. We are working with the local planning authority to try and achieve some form of a planning consent by October this year. Okay. Once we achieve this planning consent, the next step is to agree the Section 106, and that will take us perhaps 2-3 months. The main body of the text for the Section 106 has been submitted to the planning authority. We've also been working extremely closely with the medical centre because it does include them within the Section 106 in terms of the facilities that we provide, i.e. the space and so on, and our obligations. Whilst that is being agreed, we will also be doing in the background some further design work in preparation for the reserved matters application. Once the Section 106 is agreed and signed, then we can then move on to the reserved matters applications. And the reserved matters application will concentrate on two main things. Our first batch of homes, okay, which will be towards the front end of the development, closer to the new roundabout, and also facilitate the access points for the medical centre, because the medical centre will need to submit a separate planning application for their facility. So we're hoping to get consent in October this year. 2-3 months after that, get the Section 6 agreed. We will then move on into the Section 278s and doing the detailed design and procurement for the roundabout, in the hope that we would probably start mobilisation on site by June 2023.
So when you talk about mobilisation on site June 2023, so the starting the building of the roundabout and the access roads to the site? That's
right. So what we'll do is that we will start building in effect the first part internally of the site, just to accelerate the build process in terms of the road. Actually, our priority is to provide the access for the new medical centre to operate, to start to build and operate. We're hoping that they will be submitting an application around the middle of 2023 and get approval by November 2023, which means we really need to provide them with some form of an access point sort of between the middle to the end of 2024.
So you mentioned sort of approvals of statutory bodies, and so you've mentioned Stapleton Medical Centre, we've talked about the Environment Agency and the Highways Agency. So whose support have you now got in terms of these organisations, third-party bodies?
Well, we have approvals based on the statutory consultation. So our statutory consultees have no objections to the development, and these statutory consultees are the Highway Authority, Environment Agency rather. We've had conversations with the Education Authority. So all of these have been communicated with, and these are the main ones. Of course, there are other consultees within the planning authority, like the urban planners, the archaeologists, the ecologists, and so on and so forth.